Now it's time for more Chakotay's Odyssey, featuring the adventures of Janeway. We're finally into season 3. We've got the first 2 seasons down.
Yeah.
Only 5 more seasons of this show to go. Tell you what, I've never had so much fun watching a bad show. as
I
have
don't
with
necessarily.
this.
It frustrates me.
Okay,
It
so
frustrates me.
Basics Part 2. Here we go. The crew has been marooned on Mustafar / California Scrubland planet.
Yes.
It's a combination. And unfortunately, they got Neelix there with them. And they got Kess there as well.
She has very non-viscous lava.
Who aren't doing anything there. You know what? The visual effects in this for 1996 and for television are decent, okay? I'm not saying they're great. But for the time, and because it's television, you know what? It's Star Trek. They tend to spend a lot of money on Star Trek shows, so I think they did a pretty good job. So the whole point of this is they got to get Voyager back, because Maj Kula from the Kazons with Seska and her baby, they got Voyager. But don't worry, the Doctor, he's on it. He's launching his guerrilla campaign from sickbay because he can't go anywhere. How come they haven't figured that out in this show
But
yet?
he has a psychopath with him, so that's all you need.
Yeah, but the psychopath now has feelings about it. I think they took the wrong approach with this episode. This could have been a great episode. It could have just been Lon Suitor going around just murdering people one at a time.
No, I like that part of it. I thought that was the best part of it. The things I did not like about it were I'm just sick of these Kazons and Seska, to tell you the truth. I find they're like the B team, right? They really don't know. Sometimes they give them way more credit than they should have.
Mm-hmm.
I find like their knowledge base is sometimes really low and then sometimes really high. It's inconsistent.
Well, the writers of I don't know who wrote this, but the writers of the show, I'm guessing, they wanted to have like a main villain for Voyager, so they made it the Kazon.
I don't think it was a very good. I love the look of the Kazon and everything, but I think that it's just inconsistent. Anyway,
Seska and her baby. Okay, so we learned that she's still lying, and Chakotay's not the baby daddy.
Yeah, so they have all this technology of spaceships in space, and they can't get water for some reason, and they can't do basic DNA tests to tell who the father is, who the baby dad is. That's just weird. Like that, they're very inconsistent with these Kazons, right?
Yeah, all their technology is stolen from the Trabe, who we met earlier in season 2. Which
what they're capable of, they should. I don't know. It's just all over the place, I find. And the other thing I really didn't like about this episode was that, listen, if you're in the military, you're doing survival. Okay, that's just a basic thing that you learn in the military. And all of a sudden, they're saying that these Starfleet people were never trained in survival. Like that's just crazy. So they're all just a bunch of dorks running around some caves and let's pick up somebody's grandmother's bones and wave them about. Let's just make the natives like so angry.
Well, those bones that were there, so they lost their one reoccurring character, Happy Hogan there.
Everybody knows you don't touch you don't touch anybody's bones.
But the bones were there because that was the snake's, that was that alien snake just leaving them there.
It was a warning put there by the native people to stay away from that cave.
There was way too much focusing on the crew stuck on this planet with nothing, and
they're really dumb. They couldn't start fires or anything, and
they did. It just took them a little bit.
When you're in a desert with so much dry timber, like it's not an issue to start a fire in the desert. It's an issue to start a fire in a rainforest. Anyway, I just thought it was like really dumb, and they were acting really dumb. And then they basically shot first. They like shot the native people. Like they're always doing these really bad things to the people in this quadrant.
The natives attacked them first. They stole Neelix and Kess, which really just keep them.
I mean, but they were pleasant enough to give them back, and then they went and mortally wounded that guy. They like shot him.
No, they didn't give him back. They're just like, we're taking him, and then they just start running off.
Instead of running away, they actually shot the guy and hurt one of them.
He had it coming.
No, it's just, ugh. Anyway, it just bothered me. And then at the very end, Okay?
Oh, jeez, dear.
They don't even see what happened to these people that they've been spending this time with on the planet. Like, Chakotay risks his life to save one of them, and then we don't even know what happened to
Yeah,
them.
they just left him on Mustafar. You know,
Like,
Prime Directive.
I find with this show, it's leaving things, like, totally open-ended.
Yeah.
In a lot of the episodes.
And that bothers you?
Mm-hmm.
Who cares? No one else is going to the Delta Quadrant to check out these places.
I just find there's a lot of loopholes in this show.
Okay. The good things about it is the Doctor's really sassy towards Seska.
Yes, he
okay.
was.
We get Seska back with her love child.
I can't stand her character.
Like, what happened to her at the end there? She just falls over dead.
And the baby is fine. Like, all of them are dead except for like Glashkala. And the baby's fine. It's just mad. It
was napping in the captain's ready room.
Basically electrocuted.
I don't see what. There was no need to kill off Seska, one of your most interesting characters in this show. Maj Kula gets away with the baby, so that's gonna come back. There's gonna be another appearance later on in future seasons of Seska, but it'll just be like a.
No, I don't think
vision. It'll probably be one of Chakotay's vision quests. We'll see her. No, she does come back.
Recollection is like this. We kind of don't see the Kazon much after this. But maybe I'm wrong.
This episode had a lot of potential, and kind of just didn't live up to hype for me. Okay, but I mean, Tom Paris is to the rescue. Lon Suter is playing Last Action Hero. He busts into the engineering,
was good.
And he's like, "I'm at the warp core now," and then he gets shot.
Yeah,
and he's dead.
Yeah.
Oh well, so Brad Dourif's not coming back.
Two interesting characters.
Yep.
Come on, Penny.
Leave her be. Anything else of this that you liked? Samantha Wildman is in it again.
They tried to do a giant this was a big departure from the normal episodes. This was a big deal.
Yeah, this would have cost more money. And that's why it was a two-parter done over at the end of season 2 and the beginning of season 3, because they had to put in effects and everything.
Yeah.
Because television schedules are really strict and they're tough to keep up with, especially back in the 90s. It's easier now, but it's still grueling. I did enjoy how they had this big 2-part thing, and they're taking this lesson from TNG, where they're like, we'll end the season on a cliffhanger. You gotta wait till the next season, so the first part would aired on May 20th, 1996. Then you gotta wait till September 4th, 1996 to get the second part. That's how they kept you in suspense back in the day.
That's just when I graduated.
Remember back on TNG when they're like, oh, Lorne's come around and he's got some evil plan, and then it's like cliffhanger. You gotta wait till the next season?
Right.
That is months.
Yes, it's a long time. May 1996 is when I graduated.
Yeah, it's not as bad anymore, but sometimes it's worse if they ended on a cliffhanger. Getting through it.
Yeah, I just find if it needed just a little bit more effort, and it could have been much better.
Yeah,
anyway.
Yeah, well, it was decent. Oh well, guess that's all we can say for this episode of Chakotay's Odyssey, featuring the adventures of Janeway.